Hey, we covered how a content website might be able to utilize organic posts to drive towards a lead magnet or some sort of product, but now I want to cover on the social side. So we currently have an Instagram account here with about 150,000 followers. So they're doing pretty well in terms of their follower growth, and they're creating content, but how do you turn that into monetization opportunities beyond hopefully getting sponsored posts or things like that? Particularly if you want to bring people in and own those users, getting some sort of email. So in this example, we're going to kind of show the variety of content they have. So we can see here, this is called How to Build Projects. Their content is, again, we kind of talked about this earlier, or if you didn't watch the paid section, but I think a really important thing to remember here is, how do people use Instagram? How are they going to consume my content? What am I going to do to reflect that? Now, we have a post here. A lot of people also consume through stories. Most ads are actually in stories, so I would tell you that stories are another really good place to do this. But we'll use this just for now, and then we'll go and check and see if they have some stories. But this is just right here. We just have some nice woodworking content, right? And it's very, very similar. Like it or not, please comment your opinion below. So it's just one of these things where people are going to talk about it. They're doing all these little things, these gadgets. I actually love this guy's missing a finger too, because it tells me like he's probably done a lot of woodworking and made some mistakes in that time frame, right? So in general, though, these are just some quick videos. They're showing some woodworking stuff. Again, if you're scrolling through, how do we consume Instagram? We scroll through. We're passively looking to be entertained. We're looking for something that catches our eye. These sped up videos allow us, since we process data so fast, they catch our eye. They keep us engaged. It's really important to have a lot of these quick cut frames. And on top of that, if I'm into woodworking, I'm going to watch it because I'm going to go, what is this person doing? What are they making, right? You don't know, so you want to watch, wait, and see, and they're encouraging them to engage. So let's go to the post right here. So we could see this one. Actually, we're going to, in here, again, how cool is this? Swimming pool construction. They're building this really neat wood swimming pool. Again, cut close. It also says follow us, click and link in the bio. So link in bio. They keep saying link in bio on here. We also see more DIY ideas. Check the link in the bio. Woodworking is awesome is another one. Project blah, blah, blah. So they're trying to get you to go to some of their other accounts to follow here. But again, it keeps making me go to the bio. So if I'm really interested in this, I thought this video was really cool, I'm going to then go and say, let me go check on the bio. And we see there's a link in the bio, right? Let's just actually pause for a second and look at what the bio is. By the way, they don't have any stories, so they're not really using story selling. One thing I think is also important about that, could not be their target demographic. So this might be more towards older men. Maybe older men aren't big fans of stories. I, being an older man, at least I look older with all these grays. I'm actually only 22 now. But I'm not a big story guy. I tend to, scroll through my feed. So if I'm that person, that's where they're putting their content. They're not putting in stories. Other people, that's where people are going to consume, is through the stories. Know your target audience, know where they receive, and put the content there. Whether there's a swipe up or you're driving people to the bio link there, doesn't really matter. I just think it's important to know that. It is one of these things where oftentimes that's where we see a tactic. We go through and we see, oh, woodworking, cool. They're doing it all in the actual post. But then your market might be something that targets females and it's weight loss. Well, that's not going to be in the post. I'd be doing stories. They're going to feel like someone's having a conversation with me. It's very personal. It will disappear. If you have big enough following, you could do a swipe up, but that's where you're going to get more ROI. So I think it's really important to have those distinctions and make sure you understand your market and where they're going to consume the content. So just be aware of that. We see in here in the bio, instant access to 10K plan, step-by-step details, schematics and cut materials list. Click the link below. New plans every single month. Well, man, that sounds really appealing. I just said I wanted more of this cool pool being built right here, which, to be fair, was pretty cool for an above ground pool. Not saying I'm a big above ground pool fan, but if I was, I wouldn't mind one like that. So we click on here, and in this case, they are actually selling a ClickBank product, Ted's Woodworking. So they're going straight to product. They've built an entire content site just to basically sell this one thing. Really, really impressive. World's largest collection of 16,000 woodworking plans. Now, I know we talked about lead magnets, and this isn't driving to a lead magnet. It is driving to something that's going to get an email for them to purchase. I more wanted to highlight the way that they're doing this. You could do the exact same thing with lead magnet. In fact, I think it'll probably create better quality for your following. to do so. But in this case, they're doing it to actually drive a ClickBank product. So I thought that was pretty cool to highlight nonetheless. But we go through the social post again, just kind of recap here. I think one thing I didn't say, they're not selling every single time. This is a big thing that we need to remember is it's content first. Create good content, create trust, quality, and people that want to go, man, this is cool stuff. I want to keep following them, right? If you like woodworking, join our community, right? So they're doing cool videos, even though this is like the lowest production quality of videos I've seen. Again, for their target audience, that probably works. So, again, they're not selling every single time. They might have a CTA, but it's cool videos. It's cool videos, right? So in here, they're saying, well, just go to these things. Just go to this if you think this is cool. So they're segmenting their audience even more. So now we're at woodworking skills. Guess what? Instant access 10K plan, scheme, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I bet we're going to end up going to Ted's Woodworking again. So they're getting multiple ways to expose you to actually some of the exact same content with different domains, right? We can see again, this one has less followers. It's only 31. But I just think it's important to note they're not selling all the time. They're just not. They're looking for other ways and more content first before they try and sell to the link in the bio. So I didn't go through and break down what that average would be, how many times they do it. I mean, you could build a grid. There's different strategies for that. I'm not a huge social strategy guy, but I do think it's really important that you see that they're delivering content over sales, and that helps them sell when they actually put the post on there that's going to have the link. Because this has a lower following base, they're not even selling on here. They're trying to get you to go and just like other things. So, and then please DM for credits, owner. So this is basically, again, they found some random videos. That's just legal protection. Just want to make sure we could find one more. So I didn't click on this. This is me live, spinning it live for you guys. So yeah, and here they're not even selling, except for in the bio link. So they're trying to build up that audience, that content, and engagement before they even decide to put in there. They also have some reels. They've been doing a ton of reels, but they do have them. So just some things to pay attention to. All that being said, you can definitely sell, whether it's a lead magnet or through content, and it's pretty simple. Just create some nice social posts that feel organic, feel like content, not too dissimilar to your content, but with a CTA that drives them to this bio link. That's the really the best way to do it. And if it's on Facebook, you can actually just embed the link in there. Hey, if you're doing TikTok, I'm not as familiar, but the idea is there's going to be places to put it. You just drive organic content, not every single day, that will occasionally say, hey, by the way, you should get this. That's the way to do it.